I Saw the TV Glow is the latest by writer and director Jane Schroenbrun, who was behind the chilling and underrated horror film We're All Going to the World's Fair. The film is about two teenagers who bond over their love of a supernatural TV show, but it is mysteriously cancelled. Now I'm going to be honest with you all, I found the first act of this film to be boring and it started to test my patience. But I was feeling a bit tired. I had an early start to travel to London by 2 trains to go to the Prince Charles Cinema, as for some reason this film has had a pretty limited cinema release. So I had to go out my way to seek it out. But eventually, when the film got going and the plot kicked off, I was really getting into it. Then afterwards, I found the film to be a fascinating, bleak and heartbreaking experience. I'm going to begin with the heavy stuff, and that is what I believe I Saw the TV Glow is about. I did this not long in my Kinds of Kindness review, where it's a review with a brief explanation, and I will say this again, I am sure there are many interpretations of what this film is about. But art is subjective, and this is what I got out of my viewing experience. So let's get into it. What I think this script is presenting is in regards to one of the main themes, and which is about escapism, and there are 2 sides to this topic. The first one is about entertainment, how we appreciate escaping our reality through the pleasures of watching films, television shows, playing games and going to music festivals and gigs, especially when there is that one piece of amusement we feel closely engaged and connected to. So when you have a film like I Saw the TV Glow about 2 characters named Owen and Maddie watching a TV show called The Pink Opaque, it gives them feelings of obsession, appreciation and freedom for 30 minutes, as that is how long an episode is on for, until eventually heading back to reality with the feeling of dread. The other side to the subject of escapism is more personal, and that is about identity representation. In the case of the film itself, is about how individuals like Owen and Maddie want to escape into a world like the Pink Opaque, where they can feel comfortable and be like their actual selves without feeling concerned of being judged and treated poorly in their reality. This is coming from someone who is not the target audience, but I can learn and understand based on my interpretation where Schroenbrun's relevant message is coming from. So it's a mixture of entertainment and personal reasons with some spooky moments. And that is my brief explanation. So let's get into the least heaviest stuff. I thought the film was beautifully well shot. The lighting and colours had purpose and relevance towards the aesthetic and subject matter. In addition, the sets, locations, props, graphics and visual effects were so uncanny and mind-bending, also intentional and appropriate. The performances by the 2 leads, Justice Smith as Owen and Bridget Lundy Payne as Maddie, were both brilliant by them being lonely and compelling individuals. I loved their chemistry by their own understandable, quiet and awkward personalities, as they both have something in common with regards to their struggles and similar personalities. This film is not for all, and I can see why. I mean, someone a few rows in front of me was snoring nearly all the way through. This is not for the average horror audience. This has more going on than just your typical tropes, but it's also a coming-of-age drama with elements of sci-fi and fantasy. I think what I got out the most on a level of horror was the neat editing, sound design, and the creepy imagery visuals. These aspects made me feel like I was in the character's shoes, and this also helped me to get through that slow first act. I had vibes of Toby Hooper's Poltergeist and Sleepaway Camp based on themes and visuals. In the end, I Saw the TV Glow is a horror film that has a lot going on based on entertainment and personal reasons. It's not for all, as it takes its time to get going, it's experimental and not straightforward, but it's deliberate and it keeps you on thinking and discussing, and I cannot wait to see what Jane Schroenbrun does next. I know it's been out for a while now. I believe the film came out in America back in May time, but the film came out in July time in the UK. But if you haven't seen it for yourself, why don't you check it out and see what you think? I'm going to give I Saw the TV Glow 4 stars out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please let me know your thoughts about the film in the comments below. Feel free to watch another video and check out my social media sites. Links are in the description below, all under the same name right here. I appreciate the like, subscribe and support as always. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.